It's about time for me to leave Japan now. I've been living here for about 2.5 years. The first 18 months I spent living in Okinawa, and while I had a great time there, it's Kesennuma where I've really started to feel right at home. So before I go, I'd like to take one last walk around. I'd start here at Kesennuma station. Here he is. You know, I never did get around to riding that Pikachu train, but what I did do is come to this restaurant, just literally a few steps away from the train station. There's a tonkatsu place called Katsuko, and almost everyone I've talked to in Kesennuma is aware of this restaurant. It's famous in the area. The owners are really nice, so if you come here, it's a must go. It's a lovely windy day for a video. Anyway, if we head out of the train station and turn left, we're going to head down this street, which eventually takes you to central Kesennuma. But before we get there, I'm going to go a little bit of a detour. This shop behind me, by the way, with the yellow shutters, when they're open, they sell lovely sweets and confectionaries. So if you're on your way from the station to central Kesennuma and you need a bit of a snack, definitely check that out. What I'm going to do is turn left again at this building here, and that's going to take me behind the train tracks where there's a little shrine you can visit too. If you do take a walk around this area, you may be surprised to see that a lot of the buildings appear to be abandoned. I guess it's a symptom of a declining population. This okonomiyaki place, for example, seems to be abandoned, despite the fact that there are still bottles lined up on the counter. I've never seen anyone come or go in the whole year I've been living here. For my part, I think there's something quite attractive about abandoned places. I don't know what it is. It just makes me want to go and explore them. If you catch this house at the right time, all the vines trailing down the side of it are blooming, and it looks quite spectacular. Okay, so we're somewhere behind the train station now. Just in the distance there you can see the Pearl City Hotel, which is just across the road from the train station. And if you turn right at this store here, it's quite distinctive, then the shrine is just behind us. Okay, let's get back to the main road. While we're back on this road, by the way, Denkichi, I think that's what it is a nice place to go if you want to drink in the evening and you want to see some posters of classic Japanese rock musicians on the walls. That's nice for a drink. But a little further down here, there's another shrine you can go to, but this one is if you want a bit more of a challenge. You'll see what I mean. Okay, so here's the entrance, just across the road from Arata, which is a lovely izakaya I recommend going to. I sound like a bloody alcoholic. And how many steps were there in the previous one? About 7 or 8. Oh, a bit more to get to this one. My girlfriend actually suggested that we go here every morning, but it's safe to say that I haven't done that. lovely, isn't it? Very peaceful. Okay, back to the main road again. If you come out of the train station and turn left and follow the road, you'll eventually come to these lights here. And on your, whoa, I was gonna say, on your right, you'll see a 7-Eleven, but it looks like it's closed down. That's unbelievable. I've seen 3 places closed down in Kesennuma in the time I've been here. That's 7-Eleven, there's a Pseudo Hard Drug, used to be by the City Hall, that's closed down. And the Domino's Pizza opposite the Aeon, I know, what a tragedy, has closed down. Anyway, on your right, where what used to be a 7-Eleven, a little further down is a place called Sushi Ogata, which if you've got a bit of money in your pocket and you want to try something special, definitely go to Sushi Ogata. But for now, we're going to turn left at these lights and carry on towards the City Hall. Okay, so this is Kesennuma City Hall, just behind me here. If you've got any paperwork or anything to take care of, that's the place. It's just down the road from the post office over there, and just opposite the road here is a bus stop. So if you're in Kesennuma, you want to take a day trip to Sendai, you can catch the bus from there and be in Sendai in a few hours. It's all right for a day trip. But more importantly, just down the road from the City Hall in this direction is the entrance to the trail that leads to Ambasan. There are plenty of ways to go if you want to get up Ambasan, but I think this is the main entrance to the trail here. It's quite prominent, you can see it very easily. There's another entrance just around the corner, it's a little harder to find, but if you could see, there's a little shop with a yellow shutter. Right next to that is another entrance, but there's loads of ways to get up there. I mean, you can't hardly get lost, you're walking up a mountain, so all the paths generally lead in the same direction. But what I want to do now is backtrack a little bit just down this road. There's a shop behind me with a green roof. We're going to head down that street there. Now, down this street is one of the absolute crown jewels of Kesennuma, in my opinion. It might not look like much, but this is Cafe Vanguard. And it's famous not just in Kesennuma, but all over Japan, especially in the music scene. If you're into jazz, then you have to go to Cafe Vanguard. So apart from serving some delicious coffee and curry rice as well, which I recommend, they also occasionally host live music events. There's a poster for one such event. You can see on the door behind me. I mean, if you're lucky enough to get to visit this place, never mind on a day when they've got a live music event going, it's a treat. It's an absolute treat. I really recommend it. Just down the street from Vanguard is this place, Izakaya Pimpon. Very friendly, very reasonable, delicious food, very popular with the locals too. It's a place that gets recommended to people whenever they're visiting Kesennuma. And then just across the street from that is this candle shop here, which is owned and operated by the owner of the guest house where I'm staying at the moment. Every year on the anniversary of the tsunami, they hold an all-night event here where they keep candles lit to commemorate the victims of the disaster. Still further down this same street we have Asahi Sushi, which is a wonderful place to go if you want to get some lunch. They always have a lunch deal on. In the evening you can get some really excellent sushi. Kesennuma is a fishing town, which of course is famous for its sushi, so there's a million places to go and you can't go wrong, but this is one place I recommend. Just around the corner from Asahi Sushi is Cafe Mambo, which, there it is, which is a bit of a fixture in Kesennuma, and anyone who knows I'm living here asks me, have you been to Mambo? And have you tried their strawberry parfait? I think it's famous for a reason. Check that out too. And if you cross the road from Mambo over here, you get to the Naiwan area, which I did a video about recently. On the corner behind me is a karaoke place. You get some delicious freshly fried karaoke, and then just behind me is the Atamiya ramen place, which I featured at the end of the Naiwan video. And then of course across the road again is the Black Tie Brewery, where you can get some local beer. Let's have a look at somewhere else. Just behind me is the building called Pier 7, and then across the road we have Anchor Cafe, we can grab a coffee and some donuts, and just below it is the place I'm going to head into now, Cafe RST. I'm going to grab a hot dog for my lunch. Yum, delicious. I've resisted the urge to buy an ice cream as well. If you go inside, you'll see there's a big BMW painted up in some custom colours. That's fun to have a look at. And there's also a shop inside there which sells lots of merchandise from Kesennuma. Shark related merchandise, unsurprisingly. So that's worth a look as well. I've already explored this area in another video. The building behind me is the Otokoyama Brewery, and then across the water there's the shrine, and then behind me over in this direction is Cafe K-Port, which is owned by Ken Watanabe. And what I'm going to do is just follow the road down this way along the coast toward the Shark Museum. I don't know if you can see it. Have you spotted it? It's the creepiest thing ever. See that? So this behind me is the Shark Museum, where inside you'll also find there's an ice aquarium, there's a whole shop dedicated to Hoya Boya, who's the town mascot, and you can also buy some fresh seafood in the market there. There's a place called Ichiba Sushi too, if you don't want to prepare it yourself. Get a chef to do it for you, it's delicious. Let's go, it's a little bit further down the road, there's some more restaurants that I want to show you. So if you walk a little way down from where the Shark Museum is behind me, across the road is this area here, Mishione Yokuto, which, let me get a good angle, I'm no good at arranging the camera at all. Here it is, Mishione Yokuto. This is a fantastic place to come if you want to bang your head on a lantern, if you want something to eat but you don't know exactly what you want. So there's just loads of great places here. Just pop into any one, you can't go wrong. A couple I'd like to highlight. Behind me, Tent, which is an Okinawa food and drink place. Perfect, very nostalgic for me. I popped in, had the Okinawa soba. They even got Orion beer as well. Perfect. And then just across the road there is a Tsurukame, which is very highly regarded by the locals. If you want a bit of breakfast, lovely seafood, definitely check that out. Again, not far from the Shark Museum, perhaps you can still see it, that red building just behind me, the Shark Museum. Just down the road is a Koyama, a cake shop, which is famous for its banana juice of all things. See if I can get a good shot of the building, because to me, what it looks like is a doll's house that's been opened up. It's very cute. Bloody hell. Read before it blows away. Okay, so that's the Koyama over there, and if you follow this road you have a Katsuya, where you can get some very reasonably priced, like deep fried delicious food. The bookshop behind there if you want to grab a little souvenir, some manga or something. Pizza La, expensive Japanese pizza. I tried it once, it was alright. There's a bakery next to that. That place called Osaka Osho, where you can get some really nice Chinese food, you know, gyoza, omurice, all that kind of stuff. Excellent, excellent mabodo food, you name it. Then just down the road there's Hamazushi, if you want some reasonably priced, excellent and delicious sushi. I mean, there's so, oh yeah, and they've just built a sukiya across the road there. So if you're kind of wandering around late at night, you just want something to eat, but you don't want to go across the road. You're not really feeling up to challenging yourself. And you've got plenty of safe options here, all delicious. It started raining and it's windy as well. Not a great day for this video, but I'm going to Australia on Tuesday, so not much else opportunity. Here's another place that I wanted to mention, Shokuraku. What they sell is called Kesennuma Horumon, and what I suggest you do is just try it first before you find out what it is. Trust me, it's delicious. All right, let's get the bearings a little bit. So that street behind me, if you walk down it, it goes past Hama Sushi, Koyama, and you eventually get to the Shark Museum. We're going to take a walk now down this way. Another thing you seem to be spoiled for choice for in Kesennuma is cake shops and bakeries. There's the Chateaureuse you can see down the street behind me there. And on this side of the road, I'm not going to start again. On this side of the road is the keiki, which sells a confectionery called goto, which is a layered cake sold in thin slices, very delicious. Right, just cross over to the side with the Chateaureuse, and around the corner down this street here, if you fancy a curry while you're in Kesennuma, I recommend this place. Some of the high school teachers told me about it. It's a Nepalese curry place called Yeti. Very nice. Not far from Yeti, there's a butcher's I like to go to called Kameyama. And what I like about this place is you can buy some nice fresh meat, and also they do bento as well. Some lovely spicy karaage, omurice, hayashi rice, beef curry. It's just great, you gotta come and get some of their stuff. Then obviously, just around the corner from the butcher's is the famous Kesennuma Big Ears car. No, I've literally no idea. No idea. But let's keep going. Okay, carrying on down this street, we've got the Chateaureuse and the KK behind us. KK? Keiki. And then over here, the Seagull, which is a hobby shop where you can buy used video games, trading cards. I've got a thriving business in Pokemon trading cards, and of course Gundam plastic model kits. I'm going to try my very best. Oh yeah. Try my very best to resist the temptation to buy a Gundam model kit on the way home. Promise. Okay, we're quite a way down this street now at an alcohol shop called Yamaya. And the reason I'm here is hidden in the car park behind this bottle shop. It's a kushiage place. Here we are. And here it is. We accidentally spotted it one day when we were out buying some beer and went to try it out. It's amazing. If you don't know what kushiage is, it's basically deep fried happiness on a stick. Well worth a look. I think it's really starting to rain quite badly now, so I'm going to be heading home soon. But there's so many places I wanted to check out. While we were up, remember at the crossroads where that 7-Eleven used to be, just around the corner from there is a place called Taniguchi. It was one of my absolute favourite places in all of Kesennuma. I never even bothered to walk past it. There's just too many places to, like, the more I think, the more I remember, oh yeah, there was that place and there was this place. It feels like if I've been living here for a year and all I've done is spend all that time just eating stuff. Well, if you think that, then you wouldn't be far wrong. It's just a wonderful town, and I haven't even touched on the fact that the scenery is amazing. I'm not showing it off at the moment, but we're in the middle of the mountains. There's just these gorgeous trees surrounding you wherever you go. The people are amazingly nice. The people I've met here while teaching 5 different high schools I've been teaching at, and every single person I've met has been amazing. I'm really sad to see this place go, but I am looking forward to what's coming next. So in about 2 days, I'm going to be catching a plane and flying to Melbourne, Australia to start whatever the next part of my life is going to be. Right, time to get out of this rain. Catch you later.